Hi everyone, today I will like to share about one interesting topic which is productivity. What is productivity and how we measure it? Sound business strategy and supporting operations strategy make an organization more competitive in the marketplace. But how does a company measure its competitiveness? One of the most common ways is by measuring productivity. What is productivity? Operations management is responsible for managing the transformation of many inputs into outputs, such as goods or services. A measure of how efficiently inputs are being converted into outputs is called productivity. Productivity measures how well resources are used. The more productive we are, the more value is added to the good or service provided. Productivity is a ratio of outputs, goods and services, to inputs such as labor and materials. The more efficiently a company uses its resources, the more productive it is. Three types of productivity measures which are single-factor productivity, multi-factor productivity and total productivity. Single-factor productivity is computed as a ratio of output to only one input such as labor, materials, machines. For example, 3 workers install tables in a furniture shop. If the workers complete 35 tables in 8 hours, what is their productivity? Labor productivity is a ratio of 35 tables to 3 workers multiply 8 hours, which is equal to 1.46 tables per hour. Multi-factor productivity is computed as a ratio of output to several, but not all inputs. For example, the machine produces 500 units with $438 selling price. Each in labor and materials costs are $170 and $95, respectively. What is a multi-factor productivity measure? Multi-factor productivity is the ratio of total output value to labor and material cost. The result is 826.42 sales per dollar. On the other hand, total productivity is computed as a ratio of output to all organizational inputs. For example, the weekly dollar value of its output, including finished goods and work in progress, is $14,280. The value of inputs, such as labor, materials, and capital, is approximately $16,528. Compute the total productivity measure. The total productivity is calculated by dividing total output value, 14,280, with total input cost, 16,528. The result is 0.864. When evaluating productivity and setting standards for performance, we also need to consider our strategy for competing in the marketplace, namely, our competitive priorities. A company that competes based on speed would probably measure productivity in units produced over time. However, a company that competes based on cost might measure productivity in terms of costs of inputs such as labor, materials, and overhead. Important thing is that our productivity measure provides information on how we are doing relative to the competitive priority that is most important to us. Productivity in the service sector. The traditional productivity measures tend to focus on tangible outcomes, as seen with goods producing activities. Services primarily produce intangible products, such as ideas and information, making it difficult to evaluate quality. Consequently, accurately measuring productivity improvements can be difficult. Service sector companies have a unique challenge when trying to measure productivity. The end product in the service sector is hard to define. Reasons are that the service sector is labor intensive. For example, counseling and teaching. Secondly, service sector focused on unique individual attributes. Thirdly, service sector often an intellectual task performed by professionals such as medical diagnosis. Besides, service sector often difficult to mechanize and automate. Last but not least, service sector often difficult to evaluate for quality. For example, performance of customer service team. Productivity can be achieved in 2 ways. Reducing inputs while keeping output constant, or increasing output while keeping inputs constant. In summary, productivity is essentially a scorecard of how efficiently resources are used and a measure of competitiveness. Productivity is measured on many levels and is of interest to a wide range of people. It can track performance over time and help managers identify problems. Similarly, productivity can be measured for an entire industry and even a country. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel so that you would not miss out my next video about operation management and Lean Six Sigma. Bye, see you next time.